Over the weekend, I was in Myrtle Beach helping a family member move, and we went to Rio's Brazilian Steakhouse. And today I'm going to kind of review that really quick, talk a little bit about the food and the pricing and that kind of stuff, and give you an idea of whether or not you want to try going to that steakhouse yourself. All right, so the first thing, we were moving all day long. We got nice and hungry, just moving heavy furniture and that kind of stuff, whatever. So it was perfect to go to a Brazilian steakhouse where you get all you can eat meat, that kind of thing. And, you know, for me, it had been pretty much good 20 hours or so since I had last ate. So it was a great time for me to have my main meal of the day. And let's talk a little bit about it. All right, so first of all, there's a couple locations in Myrtle Beach. There's a Myrtle Beach location and a North Myrtle Beach location. And their parent company has several different restaurants, at least in the Myrtle Beach area. I don't know if they have any restaurants in other areas or not. But anyway, so Rio's, their full price for their meal is $48.95. However, there was a special going on that we took advantage of, and that was $34.95. The only difference is with the $34.95, you could not have any lamb chops, but you could have everything else. So it's $48.95. This included what they call a salad bar that had different salads. It had like cottage cheese, I believe, was on there, potato salad, mashed potatoes. So there were some side dishes, stuff like that. Different things like that. So that was included with it. Not included were the drinks, so anything other than water, which of course would be free, but anything else you would pay extra for. And then if you wanted any desserts, that would be extra as well. Of course, with me being a carnivore, I wasn't gonna have anything really from the salad bar for the most part. I did actually get a couple of things I'll tell you about. But then the other thing is I'm not gonna have any dessert either, So for me, the price was pretty much $34.95. Drink water. And let's talk about what I got from the salad bar. So they had some cheeses. I got some blue cheese, and I think there was like a block of provolone that was cut up into like little cubes. So I had some of that. That was it, and nothing else really jumped out at me. Oh, there was some shrimp. I apologize. I had like 4 or 5 shrimp that were just like the cold shrimp sitting there for like a shrimp cocktail type of thing. But nothing else really jumped out to me as something that I would eat on the carnivore diet, so I didn't have anything else from the salad bar. All right, so when you're in this restaurant, you have it's like a drink holder is what it looks like, not holder, but the mat for the drink that you put your drink down on, and there's a red side and a green side. Green means, come over, bring me some whatever meat it is that this particular server has, or red means no, I'm not looking for any food right now. So pretty much, you put it on green, and people come, and you have different types of meats that they come out with. There's different chicken, pork, different cuts of steak. So you'll have like picanha, you'll have sirloin, you'll have ribeye, filet, just different types of beef and so forth. So for me, this is my honest review of the place. I thought overall it was pretty good, but the chicken to me seemed a bit too dry. So I wasn't really a fan of the chicken. Same thing with the pork. It seemed just a bit too much. And I know that you want to make sure that those foods are cooked well, but to me it just seemed like they were just a bit too done. Steaks, they had some of the beef that came out that was medium, some was more medium rare. So that's something that when they come out with it, you might want to ask, like, hey, is this medium? Is it medium rare? What is it? They'll tell you what it is. So that's a good thing. So if something was medium, I'd be like, nah, just wait until something else comes out and get whatever it is in medium rare. So overall, I think that the beef was really good. I don't really need a lot of seasoning or anything like that on my steak, on my beef. I'll just put some salt on it, and they did have salt there that you could use, or you can bring your own salt. Like I sometimes bring my Redmond's salt, the little salt shaker things, and I can just use that on the steak as well. But overall, I really liked the beef, so I thought it was pretty good. Again, we did not get any of the lamb chops because we did the $34.95 special instead of $48.95. I don't know that I would say it's worth it for $14 more just to get lamb chops, to be honest. So for me, the $34.95 was definitely the way to go. I also think that because I didn't really like the chicken and the pork as well, that the $34.95 price point was probably the better deal, for sure. And I don't know that I would want to spend $48.95 because I could spend a similar price at another Brazilian steakhouse that I've been to. Like, for instance, in Richmond, I've been to Texas de Brazil, and I thought that it was much better. That, you know, the food was really good. The picanha at that Texas de Brazil was just amazing. It was so good, and I didn't quite get that same feeling here. Again, the beef was good, the steak was good, so it still was good, but just not quite as good as some of the other places. So at $34.95, it's better deal for, you know, what I thought of the place. Again, I wouldn't get dessert or anything like that, and I just drink water. I don't, you know, get any type of soda or anything like that, or tea, or alcohol or anything like that. But, you know, you could get alcohol and whatever there, but I don't do that. So for me, it was just $34.95. The one other thing I would mention is that they say, even on their website, they say we gladly accept cash, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. I will tell you that if you're paying with anything other than cash, there is a 3% non-cash adjustment that they apply to your payment. So, you know, keep that in mind as well. But other than that, that's pretty much my review. Again, $34.95 is a good enough of a deal that I think you will enjoy the place if you decide to go there. At $48.95, it's kind of getting up there, a little bit more expensive, and so I don't know that it would be worth it, at least for me, at that price point. But the $34.95, I think, is a pretty good deal, and I wouldn't be opposed to going back there again. You know, I do like to go to the Calabash seafood restaurants when I'm in Myrtle Beach, and a lot of them you can get crab legs, shrimp, and prime rib, or another type of steak. Usually it's prime rib though. So I do like to go to those restaurants, so I'll probably go there more often than I would go back to the Brazilian Steakhouse. But I would go there again, especially at the $34.95 price point. If they didn't have that price point and it was $48.95, I think I probably would not go, and I would just go to a Calabash all-you-can-eat restaurant instead.